Bye. So, I don't have my camera set up. I was in a cool instance. It was Meteor Herd from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And then they had like a whole like screen overlay for like rings collected in time. And it was like, I can't have that while walking. Shit. So now I am resetting up my cameras. Right there. Yeah. And I can't see anything. I think camera 2 should already be set up. So I set that to local. Perfect. Okay. Alright, I bring up Chatterino. Hi, Star. Where are Aaron? Where are Aaron and Icy? I actually don't see them around me. I know you have other outfits. This one's fantastic, but I know you have other outfits. I'll get in trouble for this one. What happened to them? Hi, Feet-chan. Hi, Lawson. I had to cut them? Oh. Artist said they can do Biddy's art. You want Biddy's art? What is Biddy's art? I need to start searching. We're already like 2 minutes in. I will actually like get in trouble for that, Star. This outfit is just alright. Biddies equals boy titties. I no longer want to be called Biddies ever again. Look, Feet-chan, I'm actually like... What is that? Is that Octavia? Good lord. Do a turn real quick. I feel like... Technically it's a Warframe, so it's covered. I still feel like... That's fine. I'll allow it, but like... I would not be surprised somebody's like, absolutely not. What's wrong with outfit? There is way too much booba showing in the other outfit. As fantastic as it is... Exit boy tits. Calm yourself, femboy. No, okay, so art. I'm like addicted to art, Feet-chan. Like, art of me is the most flattering and just like, oh my god, thing that can happen. To the point that like, I'm scared of like ruining friendships over it. Actually, no, 3.
She's showing me off till I beat.
Good lord. I'm being a goblin right now. I'll change back. You can be a goblin. Good lord. Yeah. That's fine. Fine, I changed my outfit. Not even you. I've put so much time into Octavia. I don't know if you, like, play her much. But she's, like, the closest thing I can get to, a pet frame. Because all the actual Warframes that have pets fucking suck for being a pet frame. And Octavia Prime. Hi, Gale. Fuck you, Ewan. Fuck you! Core and Oberon are good with pets. They're good with... There's a lot of Warframes that are, like, good with pets. But their pet is typically, like, a utility. It's not like their damage, right? Like, Oberon, he gives a lot of armor to his pets, but it's not like he himself is debuffing the enemy, and his pet just goes and mauls it, right? Core is the same. She's using abilities. Venari on Core Scary. My understanding was always that, like, you're just using your abilities, and it's like, Venari is just the animation of the ability. Like, it's like, Ember casts Fireball. The enemy takes, 1,000 damage, let's say. And then Core presses Venari Pounce or whatever. And Venari jumps on them and does 1,000 damage. That's the same thing, it's just... That's the same thing, but just like... Meh. Good lord. Hi, Zuvi. No, if there's any frame I'd like to get working, it'd be Nyx with her mind control. But god, the fucking AI on her mind control is so bad. You have a bombardier just, shooting you, right? You mind control him, you take out your heck, just put 4 shots into him. That thing is turbo buffed. It should be doing so much damage. First thing he does, runs to the closest wall and takes cover. And he's just leaning against the wall. It's like, bro, you literally can't take damage. You are God for a minute. Get out there. And he's just like hiding behind a wall. I hate it so much. Inaros with a pet? Just give it a fuck ton of health. I moved my stepper to my room, but we were going out to eat in a moment. And afterwards I go to my brother, but maybe I can join walking tomorrow? Hell yeah! My Techno Raid. I spot 2 beans. Hug those beans. They're very small. Also, wait, we're missing one. Where did Air go? Well, he's here somewhere. There's technically 3. Hi, Measter. I would fuck Octavia. You would fuck every Warframe, right? I mean, I would too. Hi, Measter. Oh, there he is. Not every Warframe? Really? Just most of them? Which one wouldn't you? If that was a character in Concord, it might have worked. If it moves, Matt is probably fucking it. Where was I? Oh yeah, Cammy Stretch. Nidus? Ooh, that's a good one. Nidus is like... Yeah, I don't know if I could with that one. Alright, you right. You right. I mean, I've never seen anything Warframe related. What is Warframe? Nidus has tentacles, and that's very tempting. Nidus also has a lot of maggots and infections. And, like, I'm not about that. Bits. Alright. What is Warframe? Warframe is like... I don't know how to describe the core gameplay. But the idea is, you're a ninja in space. It's a first-person shooter with melee, as well as, not first-person, it's third-person. It's not first-person at all. Melee and magic abilities. Right? So, kinda like Destiny, but third-person. I'd say it's way looser on the gunfire. There's way less focus on ammo. You're not like... I need to do 6 shots and, you know, it's built around that. It's like, I've got a gun, it's, you know, I can make it have a bajillion ammo if I want. Oh. Air is a Chow too? Uh-huh. Air's the newest member of the Chow squad. They're number 4? No, they're number 5. Do I count as number 1? I feel like I gotta be number 1. They have a lesser Chow? Nobody's a lesser Chow. Where's the dude? No. No what? The idea of Warframe is ninjas in space with guns and magic. It is extremely fast-paced, a lot of parkour. It came out in 2013, so 11 years ago. They have been adding just content over content. It's probably a little bloated right now. It's got things like mechs. You know, it's got mechs. It's got hoverboards. It's got space combat. It's got spaceship combat. It has a lot, but like it's still really, really good. The best thing about Warframe Techno Rave, it's 100% free. Like you can just play it for free and get 99% of the stuff only in your own stream. Do use of your own avatar. In core stream, I think the only Chow, so you can be the number 1 Chow there. I think I'm Chow number 1. I think you're Chow number 2. I honestly has no idea who's number 3 between Techno and Unknown. And then Air's fine. They the most recent one, so they have lesser thing. But does it have a Jeep Wrangler? It has better. Does it have a car? Is there anything that's like a car? It has hoverboards. It has a weird ass manta ray thing like a hoverboard. Does it have a Ford F-150? You know, I feel like Warframe and Ford actually did a collab together. Let's say Yuland isn't a Chow, but a Moogle. But Chows have been breeding, so Yuland is a Chow and a Moogle. Railjacks are vehicles. We're also getting motorbikes soon. We are getting motorbikes soon. Hi, Jan. Cool, Abby. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny. I was like, where's Air? And we started, like, looking around like this. And, Star, like, turned around and stopped right in front of me. And their butt was, like, right in my view. And their cheeks did the whole, like, thing. And I was just like, whoa. Where was I? I think I need, like, 3 more. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But why would I want a shitty American pickup truck in my Space Ninja game? Twitch being silly, I had to confirm to even send that message. You Moogland bitch. Yeah, so Twitch is doing their new, like, hey, are you sure you want to send this message deal? Which, to some extent, is like, yeah, okay. It's also just like, is this necessary? Is this actually gonna stop people? "15-minute planking start. 3 minutes going to 18. Hi, Arginus. Go play Fortnite. Because teehee. Won't change anything, ew. I actually don't think Fortnite's a bad game. I'll be honest. I think it's an ADHD drug trip. But, like, I watch Cairo play it sometimes, and it's like, man, they just have cool stuff. That's like the "Are you 18" warning. I just don't like it. I also don't like it. I would never play Fortnite, because, you know, I don't like shooters. But... 50 seconds down. Once they added zero build, I was more okay with it. Building is cool, right? It was impressive to see a guy build a tower in 10 seconds because he just had it so practiced and, like, was just good at it. But I think zero build is just way more accessible. Remember when it was cool to hate Fortnite? It's probably still cool. I think they're like Nickelback. I think it's a game that just... everyone hates it. Not everyone hates it. A lot of people make fun of it. It's easy to make fun of. But, like, it's a good game. It wins awards. It has cool stuff. Same thing as Nickelback, right? Everybody dogs on Nickelback. But they've gone platinum like 5 times. Yeah. The opposite for me? Nothing more infuriating to shoot someone before suddenly watching Big Ben being built? Oh, I understand that completely. When you're shooting somebody and suddenly they protect themselves with that, that's, like, frustrating as hell. But I think it's like, you know, from a third-person perspective, watching someone good at it is like, whoa, that is a skill you have performed. "40 more seconds. Yeah. Because I hate blinking. 30 more seconds. Yeah. "20 more seconds. It's easier with the Warframe on top of me. Don't worry, it's not Wednesday yet. I'm not doing Wednesdays anymore. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Betrayed. It's not betrayed. I've said a few times I'm not doing Wednesday anymore. You know, so I feel like playing a bit of Apex was way more fun time I played Apex. To be honest, I feel like playing a bit of Apex was way more fun than the time you played Fortnite. Okay. I mean, that's just how games go, Jan, right? Like, there's preferences. You would prefer Apex, and that's absolutely fine. Legitimate, valid. You don't have to like... Hi, Raph. You don't have to like one because it's, like, superior in some way. There's people that like, what's a good example of this? I bet there's someone out there who Concord is their favorite hero shooter. Unironically, they just love Concord. And they had the funnest 2 weeks of their life, and they're having a bad time right now. Okay. I want you on my left, Star. Because we have a new video today. I kind of want to show it off. Thank you. Oh, wait. I forgot something, though. I forgot my, trackers. So I need to hide behind you, Star. You want to come over here. I'm literally just having Star move all over the place. Yeah, right there. That way they can't see me while I do this. Oh, this one's a little off. Okay, thank you. I kind of just want to readjust this. I feel like I'm too close. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's start walking. We have a new zone! I recorded this yesterday. This is the 3rd zone of Dawntrail. It's called Yoctel, I think. I don't know how they say the second part. Maybe I'm biased because I missed Titanfall 2. Jesus. What? Concord? It doesn't exist. It still does for another week, I think. I head off to work, have a good walk, be sure to walk as flamboyantly as possible. Bye, Techno, I hope work goes fast. You got competition, Eland? Technically, every single Twitch stream is competition, but I try not to think of it as that. I try to think of this as having fun. Hi, Logitech. I try to think of this as just having fun talking to people and exercising. Competiland. The best thing is, the Manticore is audio linked. Oh, that's actually really cool. Bye-bye, Tech. Hi, Loja. I'm at the bakery department. Oh, I don't think there is a competition. Have you fucking seen that thing? Like, that is a fucking coffee table. You could just, like, put stuff there. I don't think you could do that with mine. Literally just, like, sips tea, puts it on star ass. Yeah. I think this was a lot of people's favorite zone in Dawntrail. It's got this really pretty forest in the first half, and then the second half is like in a crater, but like in a shadow canopy, so it's a really dark forest with glowing lights. Also, it would probably fall off a little. I don't know. I mean, so if you... It's insanely easy for me to change the songs. Hell yeah. If your job was to, like, have a fat ass so that some rich guy could use as a table, I don't think you would just stand there with, like, the slanted angle. I think you would lean forward a bit, stick your butt out. Exactly. You would be, like, you'd train yourself to stay like that at all times. Anytime they're using your butt as a table, right? Do you think someone's actually had that job in all of history? Someone has had the job of have a fat ass to be used as a table? I bet you could do that. I bet even I could do that. But, like, if somebody's paying somebody to be an ass coffee table, they're gonna want a butt like this. Mine, They're gonna go somewhere like the Centaur Girl subreddit and find one of those people. Have you ever heard of that subreddit? It's called Centaur Girls. It is literally just girls, and I don't know if they have guys, but mostly girls with just ginormous asses. Like, they're just huge. The joke being like they have so much ass, like a whole centaur back there. It actually has nothing to do with centaurs. It's just big asses. Do you ever play Gauntlet? Gauntlet Dark Legends, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I'm gonna be playing that with 3 friends later today. It'll be, Lofam, Isures, and Cairo. You're playing what with Lofa, Isu, and Cairo? Gauntlet Dark Legacy. It is the old, like, arcade games. Played, I think, I want to say it was called Gauntlet 7 Sorrows? I don't know if I've even heard of that one. Who is that, Busty Warframe? That is Starbucks Coffin. Or Star Doppler. The Warframe itself is Octavia. Oh, thought you said Dauntless for a second. I was fixing to throw hands. I was on the dot. What do you mean by on the dot? I was so excited for Dauntless. When I saw that get announced, I was like, holy shit. MMO Monster Hunter. Gauntlet 7 Sorrows for PS2. Gotcha. I remember seeing, like, trailers and stuff for Dauntless and being like, it's everything I've ever wanted from a Monster Hunter game. And then 6 months before Dauntless came out, Monster Hunter had a trailer for Monster Hunter World. And it was like, oh, well, that's actually all I ever want, because it's real Monster Hunter. And all hype I had for Dauntless just disappeared overnight. And then I never played it. It's free. I probably should have at some point. I don't know if it has had its service canceled or if they've just, like, we're not doing any more updates. I don't know. I think something has happened. Oh, shit. I never reset the treadmill from yesterday. I don't know how far we'd walk today. I'm just not going to count it. But it was saying we were at 6.4 miles. Actually, we did 6.2 yesterday, right? So it should be like 0.2. No, I'm just not going to count it. I played that until the Void Cat, and that was it. Hi, Grimwall Football. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Yukiyu. Good morning, Cutelin. I got another Dawn Trail video out, Yukiyu. It's Yoctel. It was a lot shorter than I thought it was gonna be. You're welcome. Thank you. I was expecting this video to be like an hour 20. It's only like 47 minutes or something. But yeah, Gauntlet Dark Legacy with Isu, Kairu, and Lofam. I think all 3 of them are going to be streaming it. I wasn't gonna, so when it happens, I'll ping the live notification channel. I think Kairo's going to play the Archer. Isu, I don't know if he ever said what he was going to play. But I think Cairo was saying he wanted to play the Pharaoh or the Sorceress. Lofam said Valkyrie. I will probably also play the Valkyrie. It doesn't really matter if you double up on characters. But I always did like the Valkyrie. She's a cool sword lady. I always... When you played the secret skin of the Valkyrie, she had like a giant claymore that had been broken, so it was like a broken sword. And And there was a weapon in Diablo 3 that looked exactly like it. And I remember I always really liked transmogging my weapons on my barbarians to that broken sword, just because it made me think of Gauntlet. Welcome, Grimwall. But yeah, I'm like, I kind of want to convince the others to like try Gauntlet as well, the 2016 version. I don't think it's as good, but I don't know, it sounds fun to play with a group of 4. What's probably gonna happen is Lofam and Isu are gonna convince Cairo to try Deep Rock Galactic. Because I have that game, and they're just gonna try and be like, hey, let's the 4 of us go play this in a week. What did I do yesterday? We walked, I napped. I took a long fucking nap yesterday. Lost one! I'm racing Lost One. Yeah. I got him, Lost One. Took a long fucking nap yesterday. I don't think I got out of VR until like 4 p.m. After that, I recorded the stuff for the video. I set up the emulator. We did VR chat with Core. After that, I finished editing the video and put that up, and then I played a bunch of WoW. Apparently, yes, not only is Dauntless live and kicking, they're gonna have a PC closed beta for Dauntless Awakening. Oh, really? I thought they were, like, shutting down. I thought they had some bad news that was like, you know, we're not getting funding, we're not getting money, so we're winding down. Well, that's cool. Good for them. I got my rogue to 80. That's what I did last night on WoW. I got my rogue to 80 for my 3rd one. Rogue is so weird. Like, I really want to like my rogue. And then I get on it and it just feels clunky and like, what the hell is happening with this thing? But, like, they just announced a bunch of upcoming class tuning, and it addresses exactly what I dislike a lot about Rogue. So, like, right now, Rogues have a move called Slice and Dice. Increases their attack speed, which all Rogue specs want attack speed. They get energy back from attacks in some way. So it's very important to keep Slice and Dice up because it literally like doubles your attack speed. It costs 5 combo points. Hi, Kodiak. Each combo point that you use on Slice of Dice gives you like 5 seconds of attack speed. And then all specs, if you use combo points on other abilities, specifically Eviscerate or Envenom, that will refresh it, but won't apply a new version, right? So you have to use Slice and Dice first, and then you can forget about it. Hi, Nick. But, like, it's just weird. What they're doing in the patch note, in the upcoming patch, is they're just going to make it so that using Eviscerate or Envenom just gives you that much time of Slice and Dice. Instead of refreshing it so you have to use it, and then you can refresh it, it'll just give you it. So you can just take it off your bar. That sounds so nice. Honestly, they could just, like, remove it entirely and make it passive, but I doubt they could ever move to Steam, but man, I can dream, Harold. Is that the cute and adorable Yulin Dicey? It might be. Howdy, Kodiak. How are you, Icefire? Icefire, which one is you? You have to guess, Nick. You have to guess which one is you and which one is air. They're doing some other changes for Rogue that look cool. Right now, I really want to play my Rogue. But all 3 specs just feel like 90%. Like, they all just miss a little bit. And so I'm just like, not super feeling it. We'll see with the patch. Which one do you think? You've seen multiple times, I believe in you. My warrior is 80. I thought I didn't like my warrior, and then I played it a little bit today. I was like, wait, I'm having fun on this. So now I'm like, oh, I could main warrior. God, I'm so fucking stupid and indecisive. I want you guys to know that Logitech is here in the world as the casting couch. And Star is here in the world as Busty Octavia. And that is a dangerous combo. Ah. One is black and green, one is purple and black. So I don't know which one is Icy Fire you want. Icy Fire is the purple and black one. That is a color scheme they really, really like. And then Air always has green in their name. So this one right here, running around, that one's Air. The one chilling off to the right, that's Icy Fire. Logitech. Star, I can't remember if you play Satisfactory. Did either of you see the Satisfactory video from yesterday? Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. They put out a 24-minute video yesterday detailing some of the endgame of Satisfactory. And it's like some of the coolest shit that they're adding. I'm a little iffy on the Mercer storage. But okay, so what did they add? They add 2 new fuel types, which is rocket fuel and ionized rocket fuel, I think it was. That looks cool. They're changing drones to use any fuel type instead of just batteries. Right angle placement, which isn't too big of a deal for me. I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it and be like, you know what, this does save me a lot of time. But I've gotten, like, really good at right angle placement, like, on my own. The key is, 2 steps. The key is, like, line it up the way you want, and then, face it the way you want, and then move it 2 from where it was, right? But this is just gonna do it for you. Finishes, so factories are gonna get even prettier. Summer sloops for power generation, and Mercer spheres for digital storage. Holy shit, though. I don't know how the digital storage is gonna work. Because my first thought is, how does, like, overflow work, right? If you put a bunch of iron plates into digital storage, like, what happens when your digital storage is full of iron plates? Or is it like... I just don't know how it's gonna work with, multiple things going into digital storage.
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once.
Why is that a song on this? Damn it. That's ridiculous.
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once.
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once.
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once. Ta-da!
Ow! What the fuck? What I think is gonna happen is that you're gonna get multiple Mercer spheres. And so to make it clean, you're gonna have a Mercer storage box for each material that you're storing. So, like, you're gonna have your iron plate factory. That's gonna go to a Mercer storage box. And then it's gonna go to, Awesome Sync. Hi, Dingo. And at every factory you have that's building something, you're gonna have a Mercer storage box. That's kind of what I expect to happen. It's weird, though, because it seems like it will just completely remove having a storage facility. Hi, Freya. Hi, Yulin, my love. Hi, love. Oh yeah, we're in the new part of the second part of the zone. The first half was the nice sunny forest where the cat people live and everything's nice and great. The second half of the zone is the down in the crater shadowy part of the forest where no food fucking grows. Eddie Walkies later been cleaning and moving furniture all morning? Hell yeah. You got that momentum going. Somebody was asking me, Freya. They were like, did Freya ever get offline yesterday? They're still on. And I was like, I don't know. And they were like, they're still in this map. Was this the one you were walking? Skyfall? And I was like, yeah, that's where we ended. And they're like, okay, they've probably been on all day.
She's stroking me off till I beat.
Okay. Still haven't made coffee? I forgot about VR chat, Lamau. I didn't forget, but I left VR chat open last night. After VR chat with Core, I was in a world with Senril and Core, and they both fell asleep, and I was playing WoW. And Senril woke up, because they only sleep for like an hour in VR chat. So Senril got off. Senril got off and went to sleep in their like real bed. And then it was just me and Core, and I was like, oh, I don't want to leave Core here alone. So I kind of just placed the Chow avatar as if she was snuggling that. And then I just walked away from my computer. This is why God doesn't talk to us anymore. Did we want God to talk to us still? That guy's a prude. I'd rather talk to Busty Bimbo Octavia than God. I'm just saying.
She's stroking me off till I beat.
Okay. Ow! Jesus. Oh, who just joined? What do you mean? If there's somebody... I don't know if you mean the Discord or the world, but this is Star. The Warframe is on Loja. That's Star. They're in this avatar because they don't have a second set of clothes for their main avatar. You know the one that I'm always like, we can't show that on stream. But you know the one. Oh, I can't see name here. Oh, yeah, I know. I just wasn't sure by what you mean by who just joined. I was like, wait, did somebody just join the world, huh? They don't live here. Who built this old city, Ewan? They do live here. Shit, I forget what they're called. The lizard people do live in the city. You'll see a few of them on the walk. Hi, Hun. Hi, Tree. Hi, Frey. Yeah, there's the really nice top side of the zone where the cat people live. And then there is the much less nice bottom side of the zone that we're in now that the lizard people live in. And they were at war for like 5 centuries or something. And then one super lizard came up and was like, hey, stop fighting. And they're like, okay. And they stopped fighting. But it's still like they kind of are mad at each other. You know, 500 years of war kind of just doesn't disappear overnight. Can I grab this? I kinda can. Can't, like, pull it forward. Maybe I could if I grab command. Doing your mom. Cool. I think I grabbed my Exodus overlay there. I don't know how to turn this into a flirt. Hi, Global. The only thing I'm coming up with is I'd let Star do my mom and I'd thank them for it, but I'm like, no, hang on, that doesn't work. Hang on. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. But that's what my brain is getting, and I'm just like, no, come up with something better. Could do Yu instead of his mom. Ah! Error. Press C. Yeah. I don't know if you can see what that does, but it makes you sit down like Icy. I don't know if you knew that. You might have. I know? Okay, okay. You need to be more original sometimes? Yeah, but see, it's way less effort to be unoriginal, and you can still be nowhere near as funny, but still be funny, right? So, like, if I tell the same bad joke over and over, it's funny at first, then it stops being funny, and then it starts being funny again with just how unfunny it's been. Debating on whether to register for the PC closed beta or not. It's free, so why not, right? Yeah, why not?
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once. Ta-da!
He's fucking dead. Eland is a joke scientist now? Hardly. You motherfucker. You already joined the Discord for it? You don't have to download Epic for it? Fuck it, we ball. Wait, it's still behind Epic? Oh. Ugh. That's tragic. So yesterday, my parents went out wine tasting. They were out all day. And I was like, okay, whatever. You know, I need to feed the dog dinner, but like, you know, that's nothing. They come back, it's like 8 p.m. And my dad comes in, he's like, hey, did you feed the dog? And I was like, I did. If she's telling you I didn't feed you, she's lying. And he's like, of course she is. She's begging for dinner. I'm like, yeah, she got dinner. Don't feed her. Hi, Pixel. And then he goes, while we were out, we got you a souvenir. He pulls out this little, like, plastic container that has... It has, like, 2 units of fudge. Like, 2 little squares of fudge. Each square is 3 servings, so 6 total. And each serving is 180 calories. This fucking fudge is so fucking, like, thick and decadent. But oh my god, it's so good. So I'll be excited if they ever port to Steam. Yeah, I feel like the game might have done a lot better if it did, but Epic probably paid them a decent amount. Speaking of game companies and, like, IPs. Oh yeah, well. Oh god, they're like fusing into each other. Bit close, in it, bruv. Concord. Concord, the game that is closing down in like a week, refunding everybody, and not doing super great. The CEO of Sony came out and had a statement. He was like, guys, I recognize the problem. We here at Sony don't have enough original IPs. And people are just, like, slapping their forehead with their hand. What the fuck is this guy talking about? They have so many IPs. Like, literally just... There's been compilations that are, like, 5 minutes long of just, like, smash cuts of so many of the games that are, like, Sony exclusive IPs. And they're like, we just don't have enough IPs under the Sony brand. And it's like, 1... No. 2, what the fuck are you talking about? Super Chow? Oh god. What have you done? How does Concord flopping because it was made so poorly, doesn't have any marketing, and didn't penetrate a saturated market? What does that have to do with not enough IPs? Oh, thank God. Quiet, this is our chance to pitch Eland's Walking Sim 2025. Where IP? I think they confused IPs with exclusives? Maybe? I don't know. They said they don't have enough IPs. Like Sony IPs, which is like... Just what? The excuse they made up didn't land. A victim of marketing BS. Yeah. I pity the fool. I like the intro to the song. It's like 2 to 3 seconds of just like... And then it's just a really hard drum that's just... And then it goes into the song. Pity the fool. I like you're into the song. I like your intro to the song. Could you imagine if a song just like cut out their actual intro and just had my and then it just played normally? What would be I'm like saying imagine this, but I'm like, what would be the application of this? A mod at a game? Why? What am I even saying? I want to talk about Satisfactory more. It'd be cute. In Satisfactory, 1.0 launches Tuesday. It is 4 days away. I think it's 5 p.m. CST on Tuesday. Which is tragic, because that's when a bunch of WoW stuff launches, so I'm not even going to play it on launch day. Holy shit. I'm gonna try building a mega factory. In the past, I've always done the 2 other types of factories. I've always done a bus factory, which is kind of a mega factory. And I've always done, like, isolated factories. I really want to do, like, a mega factory with, like, a massive train station base. So I want, like, a huge train hub at the bottom. And, like, on floors and stories above the train station, I want there to be, just a convoluted, crazy network within a building of just, like, here, we're making iron plates. Those are going to storage this way, and to other stuff this way. The problem is, to start a mega factory like that, I need to get to trains. I always feel like when Star joins this early, it's tough for them to, like, sit still for, like, 3 hours. Because they're just so full of energy sometimes. But, like... And I like when they're full of energy. But I also really like when Star's tuckered out. When I get to nap with them. And I'm like, there ain't no way Star is able to sit still for 3 hours and then be ready for a nap later. I love you. I don't know. To build a mega factory, I'm like trying to think of a way to describe it to you guys how it would be interesting, especially for people that have never played Satisfactory. I kind of want like a weird-ass Willy Wonka building that just is crazy nonsensical to walk around. Just to let you know, where I'm sitting, your headant, a touch of an airhead without the head was like my head disappearing for you a little bit. I don't know what you mean. Yep. Oh. That's weird. I wonder why that's happening. Ooh. Oh. Plans for today. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I'm gonna record the next video, which I think will be about as long as this one, so it shouldn't be too big. No, actually, no. I'm thinking of the 5th zone. The 4th zone might be really fucking big. The 4th zone of Dawn Trail is America. It's the Wild West. They don't talk like Americans, too. But, like, Wild West Americans with, like, you best watch yourself there, partner. It's a very silly zone. They also all have guns. Very American. Hi. Kisu? Kisu. Hi. Damn it. I don't know why I just thought of this just now. I saw a post on Twitter. Doing paperwork, so AFK for a little bit. Okay. Can I have you move to my left, Freya? Thank you. I saw somebody post this on Twitter and I realized, oh god, this is absolutely gonna happen. In the Minecraft movie, there's going to be a scene where Jack Black gets hit in the nuts. And he goes, "Ah, my cubes!" That's gonna be a joke that they make in the Minecraft movie. The joke is gonna be that his nuts are cubes. In Minecraft. It's like, there's no way they don't do that. And this guy was posting on Twitter that, like, yep, this is gonna happen. I'm kind of just agreeing with him, like, oh god, absolutely. There's no way they don't. There is no balls, just cubes. Jack Black Minecraft Steve is gonna go Ak my cubes. This dude's calling it. I'm betting on it. There ain't no way it doesn't happen. I'm just seeing the resubscription, Global. Stop doing yourself. Thank you, Global. That's 13 months. That's a lot. I'm really bad at seeing resubscriptions. Why doesn't that give an alert? I know. God, I saw that Satisfactory video and I'm like, that's all I want to play. It's all I want to play, it's all I want to talk about. And I'm like, Satisfactory is so fucking boring to talk about to people who don't know Satisfactory. I can't subject you guys to that. Hi, Dehi. I don't know if you guys saw the big news from yesterday. Hi, Yuki. So yesterday, I know it came first between the egg and the chicken. Probably the egg, because those existed before chickens. There is a YouTuber named SunnyV2. The Omelet. I did play Satisfactory for a short amount of time. Streams, there's a lot of the game I still haven't seen. There is a YouTuber named SunnyV2. This guy is kind of sad. He basically, his whole channel is doing documentaries on other YouTubers that used to be popular and are no longer popular. So, like, his whole thing is like, this person's washed up. They used to be the king of the internet, and now look at them. They have this many subscribers, and only 2,000 people watch each of their videos. Like, I don't know, it just seems like very negative content. It feels like very mean-spirited. He did a video on Nikocado. For anyone who doesn't know, Nikocado is, used to be like a weird Vine guy. I guess he was funny, I don't know. He became like a mukbang streamer for the past 5 years. And he was like, gross. Like, he put on so much weight that it was like, this is genuinely a health problem, right? And he's been posting. Well, SunnyV2 did a video on Nikocado. That was Yaktel. He did a video on Nikocado about, you know, like, Nikocado's life is just depressing. We gotta turn this song down a little bit. That is a loud bell. He did a video on Nikocado. The video's like 20 minutes or something. His life is just depressing. Look at what he's become. He's a joke of the internet. Nikocado posts a video the same day. And Nikocado's video is, hey, guess what, motherfuckers? You've been watching a backlog of content. I lost weight 7 months ago. And he did this weird, Nikocado has done this before, where he calls his, like, him getting fat a social experiment. But he does this weird, like, hi, Mixie. I am always 2 steps ahead. I knew that this video from Sunny was coming. So I knew that it was time for me to lose weight. Like, he does this weird fucking Joker impression. It's so weird. But to his credit, he lost, like, fucking 100 or 200 pounds in the last 7 months. Like, he just is in great shape now. And it's funny, because, like, Sunny V2 is a weird guy. He's kind of a jerk. Kind of a dick. And his video aged like milk so fucking fast. Not even within 24 hours, Nikocato's like, I'm actually thin, idiot. Your video's dumb. Fuck you. And it's just like, who does that? Who fucking gets fat for 5 years, becomes a joke of the internet, and then just waits for the day to post a video where it's like, actually, I look great. Nick Avocado literally works on spite. Basically, I did play Satisfactory for a short amount of time, which means there's a lot of the game I haven't seen. There's a lot of the game you haven't seen. Icy Yuki, hope you're well. Super well. Decided to take my meds today and I'm not having a bad headspace. Hell yeah. Els, yeah. Hi Yuki. Hi Jan. Hi Sir Noble. I don't know why he was so serious. Nick Avocado literally works on spite. I don't think you realize the power of spite, the power of two, the power of many. Sir Noble. We're talking about Sunny V2 and Nikocado. Did you see the stuff with those two? I hate packing. Ah. I'd help you pack if I could. I fucking hate not having Sir Noble around. Sunny the League Gamer? I wish it was Sunny Explosion the League Gamer. No. Sunny V2. The YouTuber whose whole content is, look at how this other YouTuber fell off. They have this many subscribers, and now their videos get 5,000 viewers. I opened Twitter and first post is Nikocado Avocado. Oh, fuck that. You'll like this, Sir Noble. He did a video on Nikocado Avocado. The guy who's been a mukbang YouTuber for the past 5 years and way out of shape, mobility scooter. It's kind of been weird. But Sunny did a video on him that's like, Nikocado's video life is just depressing. The self-destructive mukbanger? Yes. Look at who he used to be and look who he is now. Nikocado posts a video within like 5 hours of Sunny. And here's the crazy thing, Sir Noble. He's lost like 200 pounds. He literally looks like he's 150 pounds now. And he's like... he's doing the like... helix with his hands. And he's like, I knew this video was coming. I was just waiting for this video to happen. This has been the greatest social experiment of my life. And like he's doing that weird Joker thing. He did it like 2 years ago also. But basically, yeah, his whole thing was that he got overweight just to bait out, like, people thinking he's a loser and a Sunny video. And then over the last 7 months, he's like, okay, I bet he's... Cap, I don't believe it. Well, here's the thing. He's been... Social experiment, my ass? I don't know if you could call it a social experiment. I do believe he did it out of spite. I do believe he's been in control the whole time. It's good if he's actually skinnier, but he looks odd in a way. Was I used to him looking well overweight? Yeah. Every internet asshole has done this. That's commitment. Here's the thing, Sir Noble. It just seems too coordinated. Like, he's been uploading videos over the last 7 months. It wasn't like he hasn't posted anything. He literally had a huge backlog of videos to post, and over the past 7 months, he hasn't been making new videos. He's been uploading stuff he recorded a while ago. And he has been, like, crazy losing weight to lose, like, 200 pounds over 7 months. Which is, like, what the fuck, bro? It's a cooler narrative if he's just doing everything out of spite. Nah, he had health issues. There are plenty of normal reasons to lose weight and not post. His audience was toxic, but he was posting. Like, he was posting, as I understand it. The whole time, he was doing, like, I don't know about weekly or bi-weekly uploads. But he, like, I knew there was still uploads, well, I shouldn't say I knew. My understanding is that he recorded, like, 50 videos and has been slowly releasing them. And, like, while he was, like, releasing that backlog, his savings of videos... Also, Sunny V2 is a cunt. Sunny V2 is a piece of shit. Hi, Riddle. That my chocolate will hot dog. It just seems like... Who the fuck does this? I don't know. I would not be surprised if you're right, Sir Noble. Of, like... You know, he was basically laying low and waiting for the first person to make a video like this. And at most, he's been planning it for 7 months without a specific target. Although it would be Sir Noble. It would be Sunny. I don't know. It's just like... It's so weird, right? I mean, it is good to see him lose weight. I think he's a weird guy. I think he's just kind of, well, I want to say, like, mean, but, like, he's just weird. It's a great story, not gonna lie. But I refuse to believe in YouTuber master plans. Understandable. What the fuck happened? There's a YouTuber, Riddle, named Nikocado Avocado. He used to post, like, silly sketches and whatnot. And then over the past, like, 5 or 6 years, he's became a mukbang YouTuber. Which basically means he gets, like, 20 pounds of food and eats it all in a sitting. And because of this, he put on a lot of weight to the point that he needed a mobility scooter. He has been so out of weight, or, overweight and out of shape, that it's been like... It was like the world saw documented addictive obesity. Well, some guy, another YouTuber named Sunny V2, who makes, like, videos about other YouTubers and how they've fallen off. Weird, definitely, since his older vids have him losing multiple times. No, yeah, that's her experience. Oh, the Mega Evolved Snorlax, yes. Sunny V2 is a YouTuber that makes really mean-spirited videos on other YouTubers and how they fell off and how, you know, they're losers now. How, like, they fucked up. Very mean-spirited videos. Well, Sunny V2 makes a video on Nikocado, and the next day, Nikocado makes a video that's like, actually, it was a social experiment, and I've lost 200 pounds. I'm in great shape now, because I knew you would make this video. Can we get Leafy back? No, Leafy was a piece of shit. If you like Leafy, you should read up more on him. That guy's genuinely shit. Do not bring him back. Riddle, go look up, like, Twitter just Nikocado right now. You called him the Mega Evolved Snorlax. He is thin now. He has lost all of that weight, which is insane. He said he's lost it over the past 7 months. You know, any chance to convince you to play Dauntless with me? No? Saving yourself for Wilds? Can't say I didn't try. If Dauntless came to Steam, if it was not on Epic, I could be convinced, yes. Because it's not on Epic, I'm really disinterested in it. But yeah, Nick bait the people. Sir Noble is saying that, you know, there's no way this is a master plan. He just lost the weight on his own and had an opportunity to be like, I was planning it the whole time, you fools, you fell for it. I don't know, personally. So the same reason I don't want to play it, that's fair. Yeah, Full Metal Ratchet has tried to get me into it a few times. And I'm always just like, eh. It's so cute how air wants Icy Fire's attention. Yeah, no, there's cool stuff in Dauntless. I do remember seeing the combat and being like, this makes me lose a lot of interest in it. Bye. Chow to chow communication. Yo, he looks sick. That's Pixel Riddle. They're Octavia from Warframe. Let's go walk on stream. Oh, I mean Nick? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's like... It's incredible how much he lost, how good he looks. I'm giggling at the quick bend over calibration. Now that I actually understand it, it's like I see it every time, like, heh heh heh. Look good. Riddle, did you play much Warframe? Octavia is one of my main Warframes. I played them a shit ton. Star is in the way.
Song you use on Octavia?
Say that again?
I said, what song do you use on Octavia?
I had a few. I had the Epic Sax Guy song from Eurovision. Shit, how did that one go? I think it was the doot 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 doot. I had that on the Manticore. I had the Song of Storms from Zelda. I had the Vocaloid Popey Po song. Doot 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 doot. Those were the three I used the most. I hate make my own original Manticore songs? Hell yeah. I just go to YouTube and look for a song Manticore version and somebody's made it. I hate seeing an Octavia that just has every note filled in so that it's easier to hit for the buffs. And I'm like, ugh, I don't care if it's easier. I hate this. Hi, Harry. Runaway by Sunstroke Project from Moldova. Harry was streaming yesterday. Theo, how is you doing? I'm doing good. We're at 2.1 miles. I'm trying really hard to not talk about Satisfactory, Harry, because it's a very numbers-heavy game about logistics. I feel like that's really boring to talk about with people that don't play it. Octavia full node, go burr. We've also been talking about Nikocado. Because, like, god damn, he lost a lot of weight. Taco about it? Is it weird that anytime I see the word taco, I don't think of the food? I think of, Taco's Hell Kitty and the person in VR chat. I've literally associated the word, not with its definition, but with a person now. I love tacos. Speaking of food, an Australian gardener has modified avocados so that their avocados grow like 3 times as big and have the same size pit. They're like fucking massive avocados. They also resist oxidation, so they don't go bad anywhere near as fast as regular avocados. You love anything with a tortilla? That's not true. I don't know if I like avocados. I've had them before. I just like, I don't really remember what they taste like. Cartel Chicos, we go into Australia. Yeah, an Australian gardener has made giant avocados. Avocados are yucky. They're mid. But that's where my entire generation is losing their money. We can't buy houses because of the avocados. How did that become a thing? How did that become a, like, you can't afford anything because you keep getting avocado toast? No, the avocado toast. Because they're stupid. Houses, but you won't. God damn it, Icy Fire. I think Icy Fire just loves that guy so much. Boomer propaganda. Definitely. Unfortunately, I do. You can't look at this house based on the value of the house. You need to look at it as renting it is the right to 1/3 of this family's income. So in this area, the median household income is $100,000. Well, that means you get 1/3 of that each year. And before you get mad at me and, you know, say that, you know, that's horrible, the way to lower property values is to make lower income housing more available for people. And you need to vote for that. But you won't, because you don't want your property values to go down, so you're going to keep in politicians that keep property values high. People can't see us icy. A small price to pay for being cute. God, Air really is just on the femboy pipeline. He wants to be seen so badly. He needs eyes on him. Fuck you. I'm just saying. I'll leave. I don't want you to leave. I'm eating too much bad avocado. I literally label it as a bad food. A robot with Opie, is that the male fantasy? They're not totally robots, though. They're weird. That's what Warframes are. They're weird. Are avocados where you live that expensive? Probably. I don't know that... Well, I've never purchased an avocado. I've definitely never looked at their price. I would assume they're expensive. Things in the US, especially food, are just fucking expensive. You made Chow sad. Hope you're happy. I didn't make the Chow sad. You made yourself sad. That's a you choice. They a little expensive? I, Dr. Air, read. They're living beings that we possess and control. Warframe lore is absolutely fucked. Are they living? I thought they were just puppet husks that were made from living beings. I didn't know they were, like, still living. I knew one of them was still living. I didn't know all of them were. That's a little weird. They can be up to a whole $1 each for a small one. Avocado are everywhere expensive. Need to pay the cartel overlord. No, Warframe were human that were infected by a mutagen. I knew they were humans that were infected by a mutagen and mutated into, like, Pharaoh Steel as a living being. And the failures were infested. But I thought they kind of died in that process. So, I have a second date today. Hell yeah. No. I have the blessing and a curse of a friend. Hunt lore, like their life depends on it. Monster Hunter Warframe and Warhammer 40k. They probably know more, but man. The lady wife told me the date is nice. Yo, you go. Chernobyl. We did the Windows map, and we did the sensory overload map again. We got further in both of them. I don't think we finished the Windows map, but we found a lot of stuff to play with in it. We found the Jet Set Radio playlist, so I was kind of just jamming out to that for like 20 minutes. And then we went to the sensory overload map again. You were probably in chat. I saw 59 of 64 rooms. I'm gonna ask for cuddles because knowing her, she'd already wants more than that. Are you the brown doctor? I caught the Sens overload, I think. I couldn't understand what I was seeing. Okay. So it's a really cool map, Chernobyl. Basically, it's like MySpace, but in Japan. Where you could make these, like, little web page rooms that were like a little circle that your avatar could run around in. Imagine, like, MySpace and Tamagotchi mixing, but instead of taking care of a creature, it's like you run around as this creature and can visit your room and other rooms and decorate them. You're fetching drinks for floating bunnies? That's just part of VR chat. In Sensory Overload, it's just these rooms that people have created on their webpage. Now, apparently it's shut down, and this map in VRChat is a effort to, like, document some of the rooms. It's a thing from, like, 20 years ago, but it's also, like, some of the rooms are still modern. Like, there's a guy that references Akira Toriyama's death. The famous porn doctor. No, I don't think Dr. Error is Johnny Sins. There are 64 maps, and you can bring up a menu that basically has like an inventory and tells you what maps you've been to. I'm too submissive to be the porn doc. But in Sensory Overload, we were going through that. You can talk to NPCs in each room, and there were little collectibles in each room. I kind of get toasted on this. I get to a point where, like, I run around for 30 minutes, I don't know what I'm looking for in the puzzle, so I just, like, burn out. And I need to do something else. So, like, when they were looking around the Sensory Overload, I actually, like, snuck away, and I watched a 24-minute Satisfactory video. Oh boy, all avocados, like most vegetables, are imports. There's like fixed costs to importing them. Moreover, the demand is pretty high, but not as much as they used to because it isn't as viral now. But you know, just don't live in California, Midwest, mountain. Doesn't like it avocados as much, except maybe in the southern regions and the Montes. In the sense that they use in their food. So they're cheaper in those places. East Coast is probably a little more expensive. Also, I'm not that kind of doctor. Doctor, it's a fruit. Correct. Uland Overload. I really like puzzle maps, Chernobyl. When there's like a quest, when there's an adventure, I really like that. But I need to know that there's something. I need to walk into a room and there's a pedestal that's like, go find the MacGuffin to put here so that the door will open. If I have that, I'm looking for that key. But if I go to a map and it's like, talk to the NPCs, and one of them might mention a key to a door that's hidden behind a picture that you otherwise might not know about, I don't give a shit about that. If I don't know if I'm, like, definitively looking for a puzzle, I will, like, lose interest and not want to do it. And so with both of the maps, with the Windows XP map and the Sensory Overload map, it's not a clearly defined puzzle. It's not like a, hey, make sure you get this to do the thing. I'm kind of just like, I don't care. And so, we looked around for like 30 minutes or an hour. I think we looked around for 30 minutes, and I was just like, I don't want to be here anymore. I also struggle to move at Core's pace. When Core is going through these puzzles, especially with Sensory Overload, she wants to talk to every NPC. I can't do that. And so, like, kind of just standing around, waiting for her to talk to all of them, I get really antsy. I get really stir-crazy. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta leave. And so I will move ahead. Just match Core's gamer? No, she goes so slow. I will just move ahead and, like, start exploring on my own. And when I don't find anything on my own, I just get frustrated. And so yesterday, I had separated from the group, and then I watched the Satisfactory video while they were all looking for stuff. It's a cool map, it's just, it can't keep me like other maps. Like a more standard puzzle. Oh no. This is a short Miss of Pandaria map. Need to add a Game Boy to Yulin's model so he can sit in the corner and play Pokemon. Good lord. I drank a 20-ounce Red Bull yesterday. I have regrets. Yulin should play Genshin. No. Hi, honey. What's the point in playing games then? Core is correct. I talk to the guys. I view all the things. She just goes slow. And I'm like, I gotta not be standing around. I want to play the game. There's also things that I don't always look at as the game. Sensory Overload, Core finds it really cool. There's a lot of interesting environments. There's a lot of, like, hidden stuff. There's a lot of dialogue. Did I do hi, honey? I've literally, like, forgotten if I did it 10 seconds ago or not. Hi, honey. Sensory Overload is really cool to Core. And to me, I'm like, it's cool to run around and see the environments. But the puzzle is too hidden, and I don't care about every line of dialogue. So, Sensory Overload is a difficult map for me. A Game Boy to Yulin's model might actually be nice. Yulin, how much of an incline do you think you could walk 7 miles comfortably? 3? 5? I think I could do 7 or 8 incline for an entire 7 miles comfortably. I think I'd be very tired at the end of it, but I don't think I would need a break for that. 90? I don't know about that one. $90 would actually kill me, because that would just be a core workout for 5 miles. Or I guess 7 miles. That is just leg lifts. $89 degrees? Okay, mountain goat. We haven't gone over the holidays. Let's go over those. Today is National Aunts Day. A-U-N-T-S. Your relative aunt. Aunt, however you want to say it. Carl Gardner Federal Lands Cleanup. I have no idea who Carl Gardner is. Normally I would look him up, but I was short on time this morning. 90 degrees is literally climbing a wall? I know. That's why they keep saying it, and I keep saying, never gonna happen. Ants Day. The other ants. Goofball. Google commemoration? Fuck Google. I don't know about this one. Grandma Moses. I see Grandma Moses Day, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Huh? Normally I'd look it up, but again, I was running out of time. Save the Vaquita Day. Okay, I actually know what a vaquita is. V-A-Q-U-I-T-A. It is the rarest dolphin in the world. A vaquita is a type of dolphin that, like, there's only 20 left in the wild. They're, like, 100% gonna go extinct. There's, like, no way we save them. It's just not gonna happen. It'd be great, because they're really pretty, but... Damn, can't eat them. No, you cannot. Gotta go to IKEA, bye. Bye, Sir Noble. I hope you find exactly what you need. Anna Mary Robertson Moses, or Grandma Moses, was an American folk artist. She began painting in earnest at the age of 78 and is a prominent example of a newly successful art career at an advanced age. Take care, Sense. Oh, that's cool. Snom dance. Oh, in every stream, the joke write themselves feeling. Vulture Awareness Day. So in some areas, vultures have become endangered. I think in a lot of places we have brought those population numbers back so that they're not endangered. Vultures are a very important species to have in an area. Let's go, vulture. Vice Noble, remember to buy chocolate and meatballs, maybe a blue high. They were making fun of me for saying blue high yesterday. I was like, you didn't call it a blahage? And I'm like, no, it's blue high. It's Swedish. Is it Swedish or Swiss? I think it's Swedish, right? They're making fun of me for saying blue high. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I was struggling to turn my mic back on. Blue high is Swedish? That's what I thought. Blue high. From IKEA? Yeah. But they were making fun of me for not saying blahaj. Vulture awareness. Vultures are scavengers. They eat dead bodies. If you're wrong, ... What do you mean? IKEA is Swedish? Yes. If you're wrong, you say blue high. So you're saying the proper way to say it is blahaj. No? Oh my goodness. What is the proper way to say it here? Weird one to explain through text? It's literally not. It's a pronunciation. I don't... How is it weird? Hey, Sweden is from IKEA. You want smoke? It is blue high. Blahash. Me no. Okay. I'm gonna keep saying blue high. And I'll look up the pronunciation later. Don't back down, Neil. Even if you're wrong, stand your fanboy ground. This is a hill that must be fought and died on. I'm open to being wrong. I think Air knows more than me on this. He's a lot, more familiar with Swedish than I am. You're arguing with one of the highest lexicons in chat about a word. But I'm like, okay, how do you say it? And he's like, it's difficult to explain. And I'm like, I don't understand how a pronunciation is difficult to explain. That doesn't make sense to me. Because it's like, you just write out the phonetics for it. Julian Miguel said that the Blue High, and it's IKEA. Fortunately, yes. I'm also contrarian, so I need more people to debate with. I'm being greedy. Yeah? I don't know how to write the phonetics. I don't know what that word even means. Phonetics is how a word sounds. So, if you write the phonetics of fish, you would write out the, F-I sound and the S-H sound. There is a, this is how these letters, these vowels and consonants sound. There's 5 different ways to write an O, with the soft O, long O. I don't know how to do that for English. There's a very formal way to do it. There is a very informal way to do it, which I think you do know. For example, some people did it in chat just now, where they were writing blue high. B-L-U-E. I would sneeze. B-L-U-E-H-I-G-H, which we recognize that's the word blue and the word high, and so they're saying that's how you say blue high. Hey, sweetness from IKEA. It's blue high, blue hash, blow high. Air for Farkerd, words not found. You're arguing with the highest. Oh, you are a Duke Doctor. Doctor revoked. Huh? You gotta exaggerate the hog part. Like it's ha akin to gouge. Gouge? That doesn't sound right at all, Pixel. Not a book doctor, just have Asperger's. I feel like I have an itch in my nose. I feel like I'm fucking going crazy. Not my pronunciation. If you really want to know how to say it, ask Spacefish. Because she knows. I feel like I've asked her before. Or I've at least seen her say it. I'm just not good at replicating it. We can agree that Blahaj is closer than Blahaj, right? We can just all agree that Blahaj is just wrong, right? If you won't believe me, believe her. It's not a video with the pronunciation, Ewan. Yeah. How to say this word?
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation guide, where we look at how...
Okay, Julian's pronunciation, so we can close that. That's not a real, this is how you pronounce things, right? The standard way people say it is fairly close but incorrect. You're also not wrong 50 seconds in. That is a 2-minute video for pronunciation. She says something the likes of Blue High. Blue Hatch. It's Blohau. If you want the anglicized phoneticism, that's like the correct way in like formal documentation to write it, but that doesn't help us common laymen. Thank you for the Luhai. Wait, no, Julian is the realest motherfucker? Now that guy pronounced shit. I mean, you're not wrong, but it's funny as fuck. I know how it's pronounced correctly. I just like to pronounce it funny. Lame man? We're not lame man, we are laymen. Hi. Ah. God. I'm like getting worried about the video, Sesman. I'm a layman. Then why not laid? Checkmate. Checkmate? Ah. It's not how it works, Icy Fire. Gay man? Good lord. Good lord. Vulture Awareness Day. Vultures eat a lot of dead bodies. If you get rid of the vultures, you get a lot of rotting corpses in an area. So you get a lot of disease spreading across animals that normally wouldn't eat those dead bodies and can't handle them. We've discovered this in a few areas where we get rid of the vultures, we suddenly have a shit ton of wildlife dying of disease. And we're like, oh shit, the vultures. We reintroduce them and bring their numbers back up. And everything's fixed. Acorn Squash Day. Sure. Beer Lovers Day. I feel like that's one you shouldn't celebrate. Feel the Love Day. Okay, sure. Grateful Patient Day. I don't like the way this is worded. I feel like we could just have Doctor's Day. Wait, who killed Vulture? Just somebody that thought they were a problem. Why can't people just leave the animals alone? Because humans think the world revolves around them. And when animals are inconvenient, we get rid of the animals. Grateful Patient Day? People, this animal is gross, let's get rid of it. Problems arise, people. What a twist! I do like it when they thank me and not God. Hunt the turtle on the road. I don't know. I don't like the wording of Grateful Patient. Can we just have Doctor's Day? Does it specifically have to be about the patient better show appreciation and be grateful? That seems weird. We did a fly? We did. Because if a person thinks God and blames me, I really want to take back my help. Oh my god, yesterday someone showed me a video about how there was a practice in the 17th century to get animals to court and punish them for their crimes. Huh. That seems really dumb. Because the Doctor's Day already exists, as I understand it. Doc, worship me, you dying corp worship. I think any doctor that isn't an American doctor. Really? Don't even worship me, just say thanks. I don't know. I like doctors, and I have a very healthy respect for how hard they worked for their degree. Until they're like, you need to call me doctor, you can't call me sir, you can't call me my first name. I worked really hard for this degree. You have to call me doctor. At which point I'm like, you're fucking annoying. If I save your ass, say thank you. I don't know, Dr. Air. I think you're just doing your job. You get paid a lot to do your job. Do you really need thanks? There was actually a story recently. I didn't put it in my notes. But a doctor is probably gonna lose his license because, he was doing surgery on a guy. The person needed their spleen removed. And the doctor removed their fucking liver. And they died from this. Because of course they did. How do you remove the fucking wrong organ? I have never run into the cystic tissue. Well, one time, yeah. Won't go further in, but air no like turtles? Okay. And if you're not in a lab coat, then you're not a doctor to me? Because money is nowhere near enough. I mean, oopsie. Oh, Pog. Amarang. I like this video. Titles? Oh. You just said something about turtles. Or someone said something about turtles. I thought that's what was the role. You don't like titles? What's wrong with titles? I don't want a fat wallet, I want a fat happy. Yeah, but those two usually go hand in hand. Did they send the bill to the relatives? Probably. I imagine the relatives are gonna send them a lawsuit, but... I'm in gym shorts and no shirt, but I'm a doctor. I need to turn this one up a little bit. They don't. That's good. I mean, I'm an engineer. But I don't go around engineering until I'm in a dress shirt and overalls, just saying. Closest to a doctor I'll ever be is support class in an MO. I want to eat turtle meat just to know how it tastes. So you can't get, like, Galapagos turtle meat. But there's probably a few turtle meats that are readily available. I have a lot of money. Too much money. I'm going to get it all taken from me for cremation and funeral service this month, but whatever. But I am not happy. There have been many, many studies, Dr. Air, on that as a whole, stress and anxiety goes down with money. If somebody earns 20,000, they are statistically way more likely to be stressed out than somebody who earns 60,000. And the cap is, I think, 75. It's probably gone up to like 85 or 95 now with inflation. But you get to that point and like you stop being happy with more money. But the fact of the matter is, money just solves a lot of problems. Money pays rent. Money gets you whatever food you want, whatever transportation you want. A house. Money just solves almost every problem in today's society. Galapagos or the goat? Enjoy my job, not the paycheck. Do your job for the paycheck instead of enjoying it. You need a different job, real? Are you talking to yourself there? You don't need to budget just to survive. Of course you won't stress as much. Literally that. Yeah, I'm less anxious, but I'm not happy. No money solves problems it created. That's just not true, Air. Money is the source and solution. Maybe on, like, a grand scale. Maybe at, like, a society level. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about an individual person. I can't make rent go away. I have to pay rent. money pays my rent. It's just, money solves a lot of people's problems, and thus, money is making people happy. It's 108k in today's standard, by the way. Jesus. That's so much higher than I expected. Real. Problem that most supposed to be there at the first place? Your phone fucking slapped you with that one, Riddle. The study was by Daniel Kahneman in 2010. God. Inflation's been that much in 14 years? I mean, yeah, I knew that, but it's just... Every time you see the number, it's like, God, I hate this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't make much money. And that's true. I don't like looking at a thing as a personal issue. It affects society as a whole. You just can't do that, though, Air. Like, you have to look at it on an individual level. Right? You know, if somebody's arm hurts, you can't look at that as societal level. You have to look at it, this person's arm. Well, it's the same thing with this. Each individual person has less stress and is happier with more money. And you can say, well, that's many people, so we need to look at the societal level. But you can't. You have to look at it individually because each person individually is affected by it. Inflation or greedflation? Both. I think it gets so much worse evil. One leads the other, and boy, it will. Yeah, I can. Well, yeah, you missed my point. I feel like you're missing my point, Air. Because I'm agreeing with you. At a societal level, yes, it's a problem. And money solves the problem that money has created. But on an individual level, that doesn't mean shit to me. I can't sit here and go, you know what? Money's the problem. So I'm just gonna stop getting money. I'm just gonna not deal with money anymore. I'm homeless when I do that. I think that is true, not gonna lie. If I just say, money is a source of problems, I'm just gonna stop dealing with money. I don't care about any money going in. I'm gonna stop paying any money out. All my shit gets repossessed. I'm on the street. I'm not eating. And I die. Oh yeah, I'm the source of this problem. Money doesn't buy happiness, it buys crazy-ass happiness, Eminem. I like Daniel Tosh's quote on it. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money buys a wave racer. And have you ever seen somebody be unhappy on a wave racer? It's just like... you land on the streets. Money just solves every problem we have. And like... we can't... was that... what the fuck was that, life? What are you referring to there, Pixel? Oh, laugh? My throat's a bit scratchy today. Sorry. Sorry, it's not up to your normal standards. Yelling in the streets, yelling in the sheets, potato, potato. I think you're all missing the point. It's not about the money, Batman. It's about the cash flow, baby. Stonks only go up. Buy Nvidia right now. Oh yeah, I'm the source of this problem. I'm the one in it. I'm misunderstanding initially. Money can't buy happiness, it buys drugs. Money need itself, well, greedy people may. Money is a gateway drug. You need a throat massage, dude? No, I just, you know... it's just scratchy. I need to drink a bit more water today. I'll drink water right now. You know what I'm more concerned with, Pixel? The nerve in my left butt cheek hurts. And I'm like, ow, this sucks. When I walk, it's fine. But then when I sneeze or like turn it at an angle, I'm like, ooh, ah. Okay, Yuland, open wide. Oi! Miles, my small legs are getting tired. We are at 3.8 miles. We did 0.2 miles without resetting the treadmill from yesterday. So we're probably at like 4 miles. The nerve? Funky. I guess he do got that nerve in you. Small, I see the heck. I've got the dots coming from air. Boy's typing up an essay right now. If you think money doesn't solve stuff, just offer me 1 million to any American who has 100K of student loans, etc. Bet they won't stress no more. I would bet they do stress some. I would bet they fucking waste a shit ton of that money. But I do think you're 100% right. They are in a much better position after, and that does solve a lot of their problems and reduce a lot of stress. One more mile. March on small legs. Smally icy. But for how long money can solve it? Look. Hi, Wordy. We will probably be going like 2 more miles, because we're at the beginning of Amarang. And Amarang is like 50 minutes long, if I remember correctly. Who is the Opie shirt on the right? That is Starbucks Coffin. Star. They're really nice. They're a fucking bundle of energy, though, until they crash. Which, they've done so now. It's really funny. I don't know anyone as much as Star, who I'll see just, like, bouncing off the walls, just full of energy. And then they just get tired, lay down, and vibe. It's really cute. Do I declare that as a gift or direct income, or like... Hi, Mommy. Most people are batteries. Just remove the need for buying food and money lost most of its grip on people? It's called ADHD. Well, ADHD is different in everybody, right? I've never seen it shown that to that extent in this type for anyone. Star is a capacitor. It's called Kaioken. You on basic human rights, how dare? Who's the mom here? I think Global's saying hi, Mommy, to me. Hi, Global. They could be saying it to Freya. Freya's a mom here. Yukiu's a mom here. What? A mommy have appeared. They've been here for a while. Oi, Freya. You are Mommy, Elin? You are my mommy? I wouldn't describe myself as mommy. If people call me mommy, I'm not gonna be like, don't call me that. Hi, Octomage. I will never, like... Okay, I will. I don't really care what people refer to me as. Pronoun-wise, or just what they call me. I have no idea what's going on. There's a few that I don't like. Like, I don't like being called daddy. That I will tell... If somebody called me daddy, I'll be like, don't do that. If somebody calls me mommy, I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. Am I your mommy? I wouldn't think so. Maybe when I bring a kid home, you would be a mommy. Oi, oi, oi. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, parental guardian. Did I just perfectly sync with Icy? Yes. I wasn't sure if you, like, spent some time trying to do that and I didn't notice, or if you just fucking nailed it first try. But the two of you are in, like, perfect sync together right now. Nah, first try, baby! Plunk. Did you ever play Satisfactory, Star? I feel like I asked you that before and just forgot. I did. I literally did. My memory is so bad now. I don't know what happened. I used to have a good memory, guys. We have connection. Chow connection. I'm so excited for it, Star. I'm so excited for it. I mean, I'm Wolf Mommy. Maybe easier to differentiate that way. Man, Star is Jiggly. I know. It's great, isn't it? Welcome to Bad Memory Club. Do you hunt for the kids, Freya? Bless Jiggle Physics. Elin, have you played Satisfactory with someone? I have. I have played it with Selden and Willyfly. And we put like 100 hours into that playthrough. It was fun and torturous at the same time. Because any creative game where you build pretty stuff, I get super controlling and want everybody to build stuff the way I would build it. 3 more days for Satisfactory? God, I know. Did you see the video yesterday, Yukiyu? Did you see the 24-minute video on all the new shit? I love Jiggle Physics. Hi, Bad Memory. And hi, Monkey Monkey Monk. Yesterday, no. They came out with a video yesterday, Yukiyu. It has crazy fucking shit in it. See, Icy Air and Yo-Ho. It's off to work we go. Hamana Hamana Awooga. Do you like Warframe, Monkey? This isn't Octavia Prime. This is Blessed Octavia. I love hyper-realistic Booba in-game. And Yulin say he is not a top. Hey, Yuki. Hello, Monkey. Yukiyu. The video from yesterday. They're adding 2 new fuel types. Right angle placement. So you know how you connect from, let's say, a, shit, what is it? Let's say you connect from a drill to a, not a refinery. A smelter. A drill to a smelter. Well, you can select right angle placement so that it will place it along the grid at a right angle. I mean, this technically has a beach outfit. Yeah, I mean, so I can see that there's bottoms. Oh, I see. Oh, it's got Christmas too. I feel like, well, I feel like that's by the old rules not okay, and by the new rules they're more okay with Underboob, but it still makes me nervous. I do like the Opie shirt. I don't know if they love Warframe tits and ass. Bottom, in my view. Is it at least usable? I'd probably allow it for beach day. I'd prefer if you weren't in it right now. So I do like it. I like the Opie shirt. My factories are always ultra neat. I hope this feature is going to be useful. Snoot was saying it was his favorite new feature. Snoot was saying, like, right angle placement is just so good and saves so much time. Me still waiting for more Enfield's gameplay. Finishes. So Yukiyu, if you like neat and pretty looking factories, they have added finishes, which is basically different than like material that it's made out of. So you know how you could place foundation that's like cement, asphalt, different stuff like that. Well, now you'll be able to apply a finish to these that makes it look like it's more dust covered, recently cleaned, kind of like moss covered. Enfield will have Victoria style buildings. you're going to do even more with the customization of, like, aesthetics. Oh, interesting-ish? Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Because I like having, like, you know, inside parts will be, like, really clean-looking finishes. And then the outside will be, like, more dusty-looking. And then they showed what Summer Sloops and Mercer Spheres are going to be for. Summer Sloops, you're going to put in a Power Augmenter. A Power Augmenter with a Summer Sloop in it is just going to give you 500 megawatts. And it is going to increase your grid by 10% power, but it doesn't stack. So every Summer Sloop that you build is just going to give you 500% power, and then it seems like one is going to give you 10%. But like every time you find a Summer Sloop, that's just cool. 500 megawatts for the factory. 500 megawatts. Yeah, like my factory in the middle of the desert? Exactly. Mercer Spheres. Mercer Spheres are going to let you connect to digital storage. So you're going to be able to build storage that literally lets you store stuff digitally and connects to you. So like, let's say you're building a new factory and it's going to take you 5,000 iron plates to build this factory. Well, what you would do is you would put like 2,000 iron plates on yourself, build that out, run back to your storage, pick up another 2,000, build that out, run back to your storage, pick up 2,000 iron plates, finish out the last 1,000, and then go back to your storage and put 1,000 plates back in it. What's going to happen now is that those 5,000 are going to be digital. And so you're just going to be placing stuff, and it's going to take from your digital storage. And if you had 5,000 iron plates in digital storage, you would never have to put them in your bags. Your like storage facility will now be digital, but that's more endgame. That's like tier 6 to unlock that. So you're still gonna have storage facilities before that point, and there are limits to it. It doesn't look like super clean with automation, right? So it's not like, let's say your digital storage can store 5,000 iron plates. Well, your iron plates are going to go into your digital storage for that. But as soon as that's full, that's going to lock up. That's going to be like, you can't put any more iron plates in this. The belt is going to stop. But if you only had one digital storage container that's feeding into it, you've now locked it up because your iron plates are full. And anything else that was going through the same storage container is going to, like, not be able to go past the iron plates. So you're going to want to collect multiple Mercer Spheres to be able to fully utilize this and fully make your storage digital. Four days. 4 days, I'm so excited. We're at 4.4 miles. Meh, I like going back and forth with my big truck. You can do that. That is absolutely an option. I know it's the joy of this game. I'm also like, do I really want to utilize digital storage? I don't know if I do. I kind of like the idea of having a big storage facility as well as that digital storage. Or instead of the digital storage. I don't know. I usually manually craft everything until I have everything to make my first factory for all the basic components. I do, like, I ignore aesthetics until I have coal. Once I rush coal, then I start making... Once I have coal, then I start making stuff pretty. And that includes the coal buildings. I will make the coal... I'll make the first coal setup kind of ugly. So I'll have 4 coal generators that I'm like, ugh. And after after that, everything starts looking pretty. I try to manually craft as little as possible, though. And I've learned automate everything. Even at the beginning, when I do it manually, it just goes so much slower. You might have a better process for doing things manually, but like every time I've done a new run, I'm like, I need 20 of these. Automate it. Yeah, I have too many hours in the game. I moved my first super factory near coal for my energy production. Oop. I was half expecting the,
She's shrugging me off till I beat.
yeah. I was expecting the other one. I was expecting the,
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once.
that one. And then I'd get smacked. Which I don't mind if it's you.
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once. Ta-da!
Ah. Hell yeah. Hi, Riddle, better not miss me or I will commit a war crime. It stopped. Was there more to it? Oh, this one. Oh, hey! Point at chat, not me! My most advanced game I'm in, the last stretch of the game, but 300 hours. One that solo is a lot of crafting. Yeah. My most advanced game was a bus map, and I really fucked up the bus. And I didn't think it was gonna be as long as it was. It ended up going into a mountain. And so I had to do this really ugly, like, S-turn. And it really, like, unmade my factory, and I was really unhappy with it. So I stopped that playthrough. But I had gotten to bauxite production. I started to remake it with, like, I was going to make a mega facility. Where I was pulling every type of material to this one pyramid. And it just... I wasn't digging it. So that playthrough fell off. I tried making a new playthrough with doing like the same type of bus facility, but it was going to spiral. It was going to make like a big spiral in one area. And I had done one loop. I think I had gotten to plastics. It was super efficient. It was super like pull materials, push all of the raw materials down the bus, and then each individual room of this bus facility would make that one thing that it needs. So I had like an iron plate room, a screw room, a rod room, plastics room, rubber room. Oh god, rubber room. But it just... I just fell out of interest with it because, you know, nah. I think I put like 150 hours into that run. What I really want to do is, I want to have a good train network. A rubber room? Yeah, full of rats. At the moment I said that, I was like, 10 people just went, a room? A rubber room? A room full of rats. I really want to have a good train network map. I've never done a overly advanced train network. I've always just done like point A, point B trains, and multiple trains. Well, multiple lines. I've never done like a fully connected train loop, and I want to do that. I need to do like a big train line around the map with multiple like branches that go to the or like a central base, And so there's trains that just loop around certain sections, pick up materials, bring them back to base. My 300-hour map have a decent train network around the map? I've never had a good train network. In that really long one with the S-turn, I had a truck network. My bus was like, anything I needed, I was building a highway from the bus to its location, and I had trucks going up and down these roads. So I had like, I want to say 9 or 12 just trucks moving stuff. I probably used belts a bit too much as well. I had a few like, I would build belts that like pull from a place to my bus. However, it wasn't like, you know, just an open belt. I was building like more of like a covered bridgeway where it's like imagine like cement poles and then the belt going under an awning so like rain wouldn't touch it and stuff like that. I had some stuff going on like that with my big run. Hi, Pixel. We're at 4.7 miles. 4.9 if we include the distance we lost.
Distance.
We did. The distance. I'm so ready to play Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I'm really looking forward to that. I think Isu was planning to sleep before that. And he's still live. I hope he doesn't miss it. I was watching him before I went live. And he was like, oh no, it's in this many hours. I'm gonna be late. And I was like, don't be late. I'm like, oh, he's absolutely gonna be late. Hopefully today I can find more Temple and Genshin to explore. Genshin is probably the game that I would like to make videos of the most, but I don't think I'll be able to. But I would love Genshin videos. We have so many fucking games.
I just realized this is the tank map, isn't it?
I mean, it's Star Fox Assault, so like all of them are tank maps. But yes.
No, this was like the dedicated multiplayer one.
Oh, yeah. It was one of the multiplayer maps. I think there's the Cornea base, the ice one. I think you could play tanks there for multiplayer.
Yeah.
That guy added all of those maps.
I want to Star Fox outfit now.
Pyro was showing me a really cool Star Fox avatar yesterday. His hand was the Star Fox, like, jet. And he could spawn, like, enemy fighter jets shooting at him and, like, shoot them down while, like, moving and dodging with his hand.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, ask Cairo for that avatar.
Ooh. I like how everything's a texture. If you look close enough.
Yeah. I like exploring Temple more than just kill mobs for treasure. Drop like 5 screenshots in the Discord of my map. Don't take a lot of screenshots, so those are oldish. I see. I recently set someone a bunch of screenshots. I think Al was playing it. But I sent her a bunch of screenshots of my map. It was very unfinished, though. I I think we go through this tunnel and we approach the end. We're getting to the end of the walk, and then I get to be comfy. Today is Gauntlet Dark Legacy with Isu, Lotham, and Cairo. Tomorrow we will finish Ocarina of Time. The last thing we did was the Fire Temple. I actually took Core to a Fire Temple map yesterday. It was not ripped from the game. The person recreated themselves. They took some liberties.
It looked ripped.
No, it was not ripped at all. They might have ripped some
I
textures.
mean, it was a good.
It was a very well-made map, right? It was old, but like the layout was very, very different. You get into the
Are
room.
ripped games bad?
Huh?
I mean, maps. Are ripped maps bad?
No, not necessarily. They can be rough. You need to kind of like fix them up. Usually you can't
Fix
just
them
rip
up.
it and put it into VR chat. Sometimes you can, but usually like, usually it just doesn't translate one-to-one, and there's like, you know, certain textures that don't line up. Hi, Smug. There's certain things that just, you know, they don't work in 3D, especially if it's a, you know, a game with a fixed camera angle. But this was not a rip. There was a lot of stuff like missing rocks, missing doorways. A lot of stuff that's just like, hey, this was in the Fire Temple and it's not there. I'm not gonna lie, that like creepy lurking sound I was hearing start, I thought that was just from the video, and I was like, I didn't recognize that as you like lurking behind me. That took me too long. Hello, Smug. Hello, Riddle. Smug was playing Swap Meet. That was yesterday, right? I think that was yesterday. Yeah. That was yesterday. That game is weird, Smug. Hi, Cairo. I'm excited for today. Very LOL, but it's fun. Hell yeah. Weird and fun go hand in hand. They often do. They often do. Very excited. I am a little worried about one of our boys, Cairo. Just a little. Bon dia, Snow Bunny Cairo. Oh, he's still up. Yeah, he's still streaming. I was watching him before I went live, and he was like, oh, that collab is soon. I need to sleep before then. I hope I'm not late. And I was like, oh, Isu. And then just now I was checking his chat to see, like, I wonder if Cairo's over there telling him to sleep. I didn't see you in his chat. Don't tell him I ratted him out. I think he's really cute and I want him to like me. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Isu, you, slept, right? Isu stare. 4.5, yeah. Yesterday I trolled Isu a lot, calling him Gilf. You know, it's so funny. So Feet-chan gave us the Steppies emote, which I'm sure somebody's gonna do right now. I've had like 3 people tell me like, oh, you got a step emote. That's just like mine. I also got a step emote from Paper Talisman. And I'm like, okay. Also remember he liked feet. I also remember, yeah. I feel like they're all mad at me because I'm like, yeah, I didn't buy mine. Mine was a gift. They're like, you got yours as a fucking gift? What the fuck? You also like feet? I don't have a problem with feet. I think being with somebody who's into feet is like a free pass. That's easy mode. Because it's like, oh, I don't have to do anything weird for this fetish. I have a headache and don't really feel like having sex tonight? Give me a foot massage. You've been satisfied by giving me a foot massage? Fucking easy. Like, that's just free. Still think a meat or eggplant would be best for the emote? I feel like if I did an eggplant or meat, that would just get in trouble. But hey, I will never tell anybody they can't make art of my character, so if you want to go get it made, power to you. Where was I? Oh yeah, people with the foot fetish. Easy to take care of. They're very easy to make fun of, but like, foot fetish is harmless, right? Unless it's like some weird guy taking pictures of people's feet in like the subway. That's weird. There's always the joke of like a group of friends at a party. And one of the guys takes care of, takes a picture of like their bro's girlfriend's feet. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Because they forgot the flashes on. I feel like 99% of the time those are memes and like intentional. That's a feet real estate. I don't know. There's way worse fetishes, right? Somebody has a fart fetish. That's like, oh god, I don't want to deal with this. 5.4 miles. We did it.
Did it.
We got a Guild Wars video, but we're done walking. Where's the music? Anchor local. And I'm gonna come over here. Why am I so far away from the camera? How did that happen? Right there. Alright. Move that. update the title. Where's my mouse? There it is. 5.4 miles. Now we rest. I definitely made spelling errors. Do you guys know that the word now is not spelled with a J? Because I definitely just spelled it with a J. Bring up this. Oh. And then... where are they? There they are. Well... oh fuck, Corneria. All the assault remixes are so good. Yeah, just got headbutted by Star. You're over here. I'm hiding behind Freya. You guys can't see Freya, but if you could, I'd be hiding behind her. Calibrate. Cairo. I went to the Meteor Herd Sonic Adventure 2 map before this. But it had a weird overlay thing. It was like, hey, we need you to know your rings and your time. And I was like, well, they're gonna see that the whole time, so I can't walk to this map. I think I've tried it before. I think I went there like 100 days ago and had the same thing where it's like, oh, this map will be great. And then I'm like, oh, wait, actually it won't. But we have a new map to look at. Because somebody posted a new one. Wait. Maybe they didn't. Or maybe they did. Okay, they did. It's just out of order. I think the overlay doesn't show on the camera. It did, though. I could see it on OBS, which was like, what the heck? I don't know. I might go again and try to see if I can get it to work, but I'm not super like, I need this Sonic map to work. We're going to Pico Dodge. Portal. I love that map. New Wispy Woo. Pico Drop or something? Yeah, I went to Wispy Woo's things and it was like the 4th listed map, which is like, wait, what? Why is it not the first one? It was literally, I don't want to say posted, but I feel like that's the wrong word. Uploaded yesterday. And it's just a huge advertisement for Pico? Oh no. Is there not going to be a comfy spot here? Octomage gifted a tier 1 sub to Monkey. Thank you, Octomage. You know what that means. We're up on the incline. You know what's incredible? This is how you make an ad? Hell yeah. Hi, Sen. Sen, I missed it when you left yesterday. I was actually awake that whole time. And so I suddenly looked up and you weren't there and Cora was. I was like, oh shit. I would have said goodnight to Sen. And then I didn't want to leave her alone. And so I left my Chow there overnight so she had something to cuddle. But we're turning this off. so that you guys can see what I'm seeing. I like this so far. I need this here.
I like you so far.
Really? Took me a few hours to realize the whole
said
building
so
is a
far, don't
Pico
push
VR
it.
headset. Oh! I was nodding off, but then someone did a Discord ping, and I'm like, F it. I'm going to actual bed, I'll cuddle the tentacle. Hell yeah. Alright, so you said the whole thing is Pico headset? Oh my god, it actually is. Can I jump this? I can. Is there any point to getting up here? Nope, I go right through that. How expensive are Pico headsets? Thank you, Octomage. I was nodding off. Discord ping, I'll cut out the tentacle. Tentacle. They've got the pool. They're comparable to Oculus, also Android-based, but they just released some full body equipment. Oh. Where am I going? Pico's laser dodge. Stay in the box in front of the level select. Claim the booth, select a level. Laser. These glow bright red and should be avoided by your hands, feet, and head. Red box. These are like lasers, but only need to be avoided by your head. Health orb. Okay. Where am I in my room? Here. Flame booth. I don't know if that one hit me. Whoa. Do I need to hit these with my head? I'm pretty sure I can hit them with either. Whoot. Oh, I definitely just took that to the face. Oh god. This probably looks awful for you guys. Jesus, they keep sending a red bar right after. Is it doing a repeating pattern? Okay. Does it show a score anywhere?
I was enjoying that. It looked like you were doing absolutely nothing.
Wait, what?
Must feel like, yeah, it looks like you're not dodging anything.
Oh,
It's kind of funny.
that's funny. For me, it's like I kept hitting the red one that was coming like right after some of them, but I felt like this jump probably looks really weird for people on stream. I see Big Deck Cutie. You can't do that. You can't call out lurkers. This is pretty fun. This looks like Beat Saber. Also, you can win by walking off the platform. It's a little delayed. What's upstairs? Yeah, admittedly, I don't want too much of a workout after my workout. Oh, this is a neat room. Wait, this is just like a shit ton of beds. I recognize so much like past use just furniture and blankets and stuff. Is there a way up there? That's what I want to get to. Because it looks like with these blankets, they'd have a way to like be up there. No. Wait, Logitech might have found it. Oh, this... I swear it looks like you can get up there. Oh no! I laughed at Pixel and then I fell.
That's what you get.
Hi, sleepies. I'm surprised he went for it. He always wants to make sure no one can find him. No! I just like comfy spots. There's like nothing to jump on here to get onto this one. Alright, I don't know if we can get up there. But that's okay. Ugh. Ah. What was that one? Hi, Havoc Unbound. Thank you for the follow. We just walked 5.4 miles. So now I want to be comfy and relax.
Oh, I can't believe you.
What?
Mom.
What? Not allowed. What the fuck? Ah. I like the look of the huge headset window. I also do. If I didn't know the
It's
place
an
was a big
Oculus.
headset, it's literally not an Oculus. Do you understand the whole point of this map?
Oh, I did read it.
It is called Pico Dodge. It is an advertisement for the Pico headset. The house we are in is a Pico headset. Is that an alpaca or a llama? That is Pixel. They are a sometimes very, very cute alpaca. They're very funny, though. They like to do this... I don't know if they like to do this thing, but they do this thing where they throw themselves into a conversation, and it's usually hilarious. Aye. That
Sure,
Signalis
sure.
thing will just live rent-free in my head forever. That was so fucking funny, Pixel.
What the fuck? I
Did you-
honestly thought you were just talking about Nier.
I know. We were talking about android lesbians from the super great game Signalis. And Pixel goes, "Are you guys talking about Nier?" And we're like, "No, from the game Signalis. It's right there, Signalis." God, that was so funny. Why did the music stop? I hope it starts up again. I'll make Yulin hot dog disappear. Oi, oi,
Guess
oi.
they ran out of the budget.
I can't bring up the menu. Wiswoo doesn't do that in their maps anymore. Which is like, man, don't make me go get my own music. Pico Pika headset. It's Alpalama. Well done, Yulin. Good job on the 5.4 miles. You can't hold down or up on the joystick? That's a shame. I'm holding down and it's not bringing it. They haven't done this in like their last 2 or 3 maps. Which is like, I hated it at first. They did like 2 maps where you hold down on the right joystick and it brings the thing up. And then it doesn't go away. And I hated it. But then they did like 2 maps of you hold down on the right joystick and it brings it up, and then you do it again and it makes it go away. And I'm like, perfect. Problem solved. We have fixed the problem. And then in their last 2 maps, they've just not done that. It's like, why did you take it away? I would spawn in the ground. Yeah, I remember on Seabreeze you couldn't get rid of the menu. Seabreeze and the Aurora one. On those two, it's like you're just stuck with them. Oh. Did not mean to bring that up. I wanted to just copy it, but... Copy video URL. Okay. If this world's music is gonna die, we have to go get our own. Be right back. Was a player, right? Hi, Shin. Shin, it's not that I'm trying to procrastinate on those things. I just have a lot to do. I have a Gauntlet Dark Legacy collab today. Shin was like, "Hey, you done your phone stuff yet?" And I was like, "No." Where the hell's the player? Here's a player. Why is there no player playing? Okay. Someone's gotta poke you to make sure you get to it. I know. I'm the fucking worst. Where actually is the player? I remember seeing world options, and now I'm like, wait, where were those again? Here they are, here they are. Loading video. Alright. We've got Zelda Lo-Fi now. There's more here.
Can you call him back?
Shut your mouth. God damn it. Okay. Someone's got to poke you to make sure you get to it. I know. Thank you. You not being a responsible adult.
Hey, Chicago.
Shake my D? Kinda on point. We'll get to it eventually. I'm really bad at doing multiple things a day. There's a lot of I do my walk, I do one other thing, and then I'm like, I was productive today. I did good. And so I don't need to do anything else. Even though I have like a laundry list of like 10 things to do. If I do 2, maybe 3 things, I'm like, I'm good. We're checking out for today. From now on, this is a me day. Yesterday, I walked. I set up the Gauntlet Dark Legacy emulator. And I, recorded a whole video. Recorded and edited a video. So it was like, I'm good. I'm done. I don't need to do anything else. When really, it's like, well, I do need to do 2 phone things. I need to get the SIM card working in the new phone. I need to mail off the old phone. I still haven't messaged Maple about new emotes. I've got all this stuff written down, but I have a whole bunch of other things to do. It was supposed to be SMH? I see. Yeah. Inky Guns, hello, MIC. Maple is working on a full VTuber model ATM? Lost one! I'm racing Lost one. Oh, I was really fast, because I'm not fucking walking right now. Yeah, I don't really care how long it takes Maple. She could make me wait 2 or 3 months if she wanted. It's just, it's never gonna happen if I don't get her the, like, this is what I want, right? So it's like, I need to get it started. I never need it like that fast. Clearly, I'm okay with waiting multiple months. I need a head pat emote. I need a wave. I think it's time. I think we get the gasm. Those 3 I definitely... I feel like there was others that I was like, yeah, I'm overdue for this. I need that emote. But I'm pretty sure I have them written down. I can't believe I have a fucking Steppies emote. Shin, did you see it? Did you see the new animated emote I have? You're popular when bots are invading you now. I don't think bots are a measure of popularity. In fact, I think they often target smaller streamers to be like, you need viewers. Here's where to get them. Yeah, I didn't buy that, Shin. Yeah, I did when I put the sip, when I joined, I saw it. I didn't buy that. We have a regular around here named Feet-chan. Who, he was like, will you upload it if I commission it? And I said, fuck yeah, sure, I guess. Okay, you mid now. What perfect timing. Oh, Korean one? Where's your head? There it is. What's life like, Pixel having time again? Never mind, I think Pixel fell asleep and got comfy. Hell yeah. A lot of those bots look like hijacked accounts. Yeah, I would agree. Same thing for Discord. I see a lot of Discord accounts that are like, this was created in 2016. And there's very clearly, like, personality in this bio. This thing's yoinked. This is just a bot season. Yeah, that's how it goes. You won't get any for a long time. And then suddenly you'll get 10 a day. And then you won't see any for like 2 weeks. And it's like, oh good, they're... Did you gigantify the fucking Steppies emote? God damn it. Thank you, but good lord. Huge. Good lord. I'm so excited for tomorrow. I'm so excited to finish Ocarina of Time. It was just fun to play. There were definitely parts that were frustrating, right? That fucking chest in the Forest Temple can go fuck itself. Now we can see it in 4K. But like, I don't know, Zelda games are just good. They're just fun. Clearly the best Zelda. I will disagree with that all day. I don't think it has aged well. I think it has a lot of problems. And like, I think it was very innovative. I think it was very revolutionary. And for its time, it was a masterpiece. I just don't think it, like, holds up as well today as other games. Like, I think Wind Waker is a better game now than Ocarina of Time was. Than Ocarina of Time is now. Was Wind Waker, when it came out, as good as Ocarina of Time? No, it probably was, you know, not as good, but Wind Waker is like a solid 9 or 10 to this day. Whereas Ocarina of Time, while perfect then, has problems now. I know how you feel about it. It's just funny. Yeah, you've heard me rant about it before. What missing in this emote is trying to suck the toes? Good lord. I didn't know that that was your fetish, Eland. It's not. God damn it. Zelda best hero? What? That's not a head pat emote. That's a foot pat. Correct. You understand? Wind Waker sucked balls in my opinion when it came out. I haven't played it since then though. I think it was amazing when it came out. I played it on the GameCube like a month or two after it came out. I just snagged my cord. And like I remember being super critical of the graphics. I remember when it first came out being like, I hate this. It's trash. Why is it a cartoon? I wanted realistic style. And then I remember a friend telling me, it's really good. The graphics could not be anything else. And I was like, okay. And when I played it, I agreed with him. I was like, these graphics are absolutely perfect for what the game is. Link has so much personality, and it fits with the cel-shaded cartoony graphics. To this day, those graphics hold up, and the gameplay holds up. Ocarina of Time, the graphics just, you know, they don't hold up. They're very angular. And also, like, a lot of the story and just direction of the game, it was just a game from a different time. Also, the fucking unskippable stuff. You open a chest and it's 45 seconds of the camera spinning around you and Link holding it above his head. That was great when 3D was new. That was great when it was, like, amazing. Why I told you to play the GameCube or 3DS version, lol? Pyro, you have learned how fucking stupid I am with emulators. I didn't get the game. I didn't get the Nintendo 64 one. I was just like, I need help getting an emulator. Please help me. And Core helped me set it up for like 20 minutes through RetroArch. Pyro gave me like perfectly clear, detailed instructions for the Dark Legacy emulator. And I was like, Pyro, please stop shooting people in Fortnite and help me. I have gotten lost on step 2. And guy was like, step 2? What? How'd you get lost on step 2? Open the emulator. And I'm like, I don't know how. That's not what I see. Gauntlet is going to be so good. That's in like 4 hours? Let's see. It's 12. Yeah, 4 or 5 hours. I'll be awake by then, so I'll just be ready. I'll ping the Discord when we do it. I'm not gonna be live, but Cairo, Isu, and Lofam will be. But I love Wind Waker when it came out. It just looks so silly, I couldn't get over that. I hated it until I played it. Once I played it, I was like, this fits, this works. Zelda's really cool. I don't get why they keep calling him Link. It's from a time where games were really pushing realism hard. Meanwhile, Twilight Princess looks mushy and yucky. And I love Twilight Princess too. Why I told you to play the GameCube. You didn't just use Dolphin? We used Dolphin for Gauntlet. I used RetroArch for Banjo and Ocarina of Time. Gauntlet's gonna be so good. I fucking love that game. Not that it makes much of a difference. The controls in 3DS Ocarina of Time are largely the same, except for streamlining inventory management. Oh, Pog, a 3-stream streak. Must be Friday, after Stardew killed my streak again. I'm so sorry. I haven't heard back from Safi. I might have to message... Cairo would be someone good to ask. Cairo. one of our players for Stardew has had to drop from the run. Their computer has permitted. And they do not have a computer, and they will not have a computer for 6 months. And so with the run going from 8 people to 7, we're kind of all of the mind of, well, we don't really want to keep going without them. It feels different without them, so let's wrap up the run. So we're kind of thinking, like, what are some things that we should do before we stop playing Stardew? Permitted? Lol, what the fuck? KERMITTED, which is a reference to a joke with Kermit the Frog saying he's gonna commit suicide. Never apologize for me. Streaks aren't worth the thing. Copium. 6 months? Are they British? I can help them. They are American. They're very low on funds, Shin. They do not have a lot of disposable income. That is the issue. I want to be mean to you, but even I don't have the heart to. Swawage slide. If they were British, I'd give them a bunch of parts. But gonna be expensive to ship to America? Yeah. No, they're... Oh, if y'all aren't doing perfection, I'd at least get Leo to move into Pelican Town. Do the nuts and do the fossils, get all the farm animals. I think we've done all that. I think we might be short on the fossils, but we got Leo to move in. We've gotten like 120 nuts. We're probably missing a little bit still. And then get all the farm animals. I don't think we got 1 or 2 of them. We've gotten ostriches and we've gotten dinosaurs, so we've gotten like the crazy ones. We could probably get blue chickens. Well, space fish could definitely get blue chickens. Got a void chicken. I don't think anyone ever had... I don't know if we had goats or not. Rabbits, goats, and ducks. I don't know if we've ever had those, but those aren't, like, crazy to get. We've been playing in the Highlands a bit. We've, interacted with Lance a bit. I don't remember what happened with planting the 4 seeds. The winter, summer, spring, autumn monster seeds. But yeah, I don't think we're doing perfection. We could, but like it just feels like we're at the grind of perfection of like just make money, just craft stuff, just, checklist the things. I have a spare board, CPU, RAM too, actually. Oh, it's Saturday. I was like, oh, the boy is live. I need to go get my channel point. It's Saturday. It's not live. I almost have 1 million points in Koyo's channel. Just a little bit more. Yeah, it'll be bittersweet. Because Stardew has genuinely been so much fun. But at the same time, it'll be nice to have Tuesdays open. It'll be nice to, like, have those back again. And then... in Stardew, we keep joking. When Stardew ends, what do we do now? IQ. And it's, people keep linking, like, Fields of Mystria, Sunhaven. Oh! Shin! I want to tell you about this. We, Core, she found a group on Steam that is called the Curator Group. What they do is they review as many games on Steam as they can to let you know if they're woke or not. So if the game is woke, it'll be not recommended. If the game isn't woke, it'll be recommended. And if the game has some woke stuff, it'll be informational. This group is fucking insane. Some of their... Oh, so like the DEI detective group? Yeah, but like... But a bit more in depth? Not more in depth, more like insane. So like, For Honor, not recommended because it's woke. For Honor is woke because they have body type 1 and body type 2 instead of male and female. And they have frontline female characters fighting male characters. Thus, the game is woke, not recommended. What? Actually, less in depth. So buy everything that they don't recommend. Got it. It's so bad. Like, Ace Attorney is woke because it has a homosexual character. Oh god, what was his name? Gene something. That is flamboyantly effeminate. Woke, not recommended. It's just like, what game is this? Yeah, that's silly. For Honor was the other game. Crusader Kings. Woke. It's just like, some of the games that you're looking at, they're like, are you fucking kidding me? This is woke? Crusader Kings, For Honor, Chivalry 2, Gears of War. They're just like, you need to find a hobby, dude. You gotta find something better to do. Doki Doki Literature Club. Woke. So they took the idea that Kabrutus came up with and went super excessive. The whole thing was just so silly. I was scrolling through it for like, while I was recording yesterday, while I was recording a walking video, and I was just sharing them with people laughing my ass off at it. I might end here. I want to get a nap in before Dark Legacy. So I can't go too long. I have a lot of cute people here with me to nap with. Also checked how many players Dustborn had yesterday. Was like 20. Dustborn... Good lord. Dustborn is like, hey, I'm pretty woke. I fucking agree with a lot of the messaging here. You are not going to, like, convince anyone of anything by just being obnoxious. Please, please do not. You need to let a beautiful femboy aggressively writing his... Maybe his mind will change. Huh. No, he would probably just be like a politician, be in the closet about it. Might already be. And, you know, he's just justifying his, denial by, being weird and publicly against it. Let's go find a cool view. Da-dum. Da-dum, da-dum. Da-dum. Oh, I like this bed here. Oh, that's not a bed, that's a table. Yo, this bed looks super comfy. Literally not a bed. Is there anything you're in the closet about? I've never had, like, a direct conversation with my parents about, like, hey, I swing both ways. But, like, I talk about it pretty openly, and I don't have a door to my room. I have a barn door, so, like, there's no sound canceling. So I'm like, I figure they know. But like if they were just like, hey, can we ask about this? I would just tell them, right? I've never saw the need for a conversation that's like, Mom, Dad, I need you to know my turn-ons and turn-offs and preferences and sexual partner. Like that's just, it's something that's like, was always just crazy to me. And like for some people it makes sense, right? But for me it just didn't. Yuland actually likes women. That's what he's hiding. Oh, liking men is cool. I was talking about your feet fetish? No. I actually find women prettier than men. It's just way fucking easier to pull men. That's the reality of it. I don't know. I don't really care too much about how people look. I care all about how they treat me. That is the numero uno of what matters to me. Gay femboys pull lots of women. That's hilarious, but they gay. Slash raid. We have a easy target today. Because I don't see this person streaming super often, and I really like to support them when they are, because they're very sweet and nice. It's our favorite blueberry. Solanine. Yuland is greedy and want all the man milk. When do I talk to my parents about my giantess situation? You don't. Giantess situation. Are you into that stuff? I have a friend that's into it, and they were like, if you ever come across it, you can share it with me. And I was like, okay. There's a dilemma, Octomage. Because this friend of mine that was into giantess stuff, they weren't specifically in it for the sexual stuff, but my god, is almost all of it sexual. Like, it's really hard to find wholesome giantess stuff. Thank you, Yuland chat, for the great time. God bless you all. That's all I do in VR chat. Hell yeah. We will be back in 4 hours for Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Not here, but on the other 3 streams. So if you want to know when those go live, either be following LoFam, Isures, or Cairo Auric, or be in the Discord for the live notification ping. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're aiming to beat the game in 4 hours. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I gotta go. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 5.4 miles. I love you. Bye.